Good afternoon, Utah. I hope that you're having a terrific Tuesday. Our weather headlines today includes the system moving out that brought us the wet weather earlier this morning. We'll see gradual clearing through the afternoon. Seasonal temperatures are going to be in store for today, tonight, and into tomorrow. But what's the daylight saving time weekend looking like? We'll talk more about that in just a moment. We're still looking at a little bit of wet weather in the northern half of the state and in the eastern half of the state. Most of the wet weather, though, is currently in the mountains where we're finding times of rain. We're finding times of snow as well. Still, we'll keep at least a slight chance over the next couple of hours along the Wasatch Front, but that chance for wet weather will continue to go down through the afternoon because the system driving all of this, you can actually see the little bit of a dip right here. That's the low pressure that we've been talking about. That continues to move down to the southeast, and off the Pacific, you can actually see an area of high pressure that will slowly be building in, and that's going to bring us some pretty pleasant weather for midweek. But right now, here's the current view from Alta, where we have been able to see at least a little bit of snow up in Little Cottonwood. But that's just a beautiful view, getting really, really close to ski season starting. Then down in southern Utah, the Southwest Desert, Southern Utah University at the Quad in Cedar City, doesn't really get much prettier than that. You have a lot of blue sky, a little bit of cirrus clouds out there. So that's just a beautiful view. So a lot different day depending on where you are across the Beehive State, where we'll be looking at a partly sunny sky in the north with the daytime high of 58 degrees in Salt Lake City. Very seasonal for this time of year, but 61 degrees in Cedar City. And you're going to notice as you travel down to the south, we're going to find more sunshine. Daytime high of 73 degrees in St. George, 69 degrees in Bluff, and even getting into the upper 60s in Moab. But as we plan out your day in Salt Lake City for the rest of today, gradual clearing on the seasonal side, partly sunny, then transitioning to partly cloudy skies. Then tonight with a northwesterly flow, it will be turning chilly, and tomorrow morning will be noticeably chillier compared to what we saw this morning with overnight lows along the Wasatch Front in the upper 30s and lower 40s. Now, as we begin watching your weather for you, again, that system moving out with a northwesterly flow, and the chance for rain basically comes to an end across the state as we go into tonight. And as high pressure builds in, keeping that northwesterly flow, we'll get a good amount of sunshine for our Wednesday, partly cloudy skies as well. But that's also going to allow those temperatures to stay on the seasonal side before we get a little bit more of a southwesterly flow on Thursday as this high pressure starts to break down. Temperatures will be a little bit above average, and then we'll be looking at a slim chance for some wet weather late Thursday into Friday in the northern half of the state. Meanwhile, in St. George, we get middle 70s across the board, overnight lows in the upper 40s, but some beautiful weather down in the Southwest Desert. Then along the Wasatch Front, a slight chance over the next couple of hours, drying out, looking pretty good for Wednesday. A chance early on Friday, but then the weekend looking seasonal as well with overnight lows mainly in the 40s.